Good afternoon, everyone. We are seeing moment of inertia. In this chapter, the next type of problem is moment of inertia of composite sections. Now, what is meant by composite section? Composite section are nothing but the sections which are made up of more than two basic fundamental sections. Two basic fundamental sections. That is, for example, I section, L section, T section, etc. There are two types of composite section, that is symmetrical section and unsymmetrical section. Now, what is meant by symmetrical section? As you can see, there are two types of diagrams on the screen. One is symmetrical I section. In that, if I cut this I section into two axes, y axis or x axis, then the both parts will be same. The cutout parts of that section will be similar. That's why it is called as symmetrical section. If I cut out these sections into two axes, x axis or y axis, whether both axes I cut out that, then the both cutout parts will not be similar. That's why it is called as unsymmetrical section. Okay, so these are the two sections of composite type. One is symmetrical and another one is unsymmetrical. Okay, now whenever we have to find moment of inertia of composite sections, we have to use two different methods for two different sections. One is symmetrical section method and another one is unsymmetrical section method. If a symmetrical section is given, then we have to find the moment of inertia of that section by using regular standard formulas of moment of inertia. For example, there is one I section is given on the screen. This I section is made up of two flanges. These are called as flange number 1 and flange number 2. And this vertical member is known as wave. Okay, so this is the composite section made up of three rectangular sections. Okay, but if we can see, this I section can be molded into one single rectangular section. As you can see, that I section is completed with dotted lines. Then if that blue part is cut out from that whole rectangular section, we will get an I section. Then it is known as hollow rectangular section. It is also known as hollow rectangular section. So if we have to find the moment of inertia of hollow rectangular section, we have to use standard formulas. We know that Ixx of hollow rectangular section is capital BD cube by 12 minus small bd cube by 12. Okay, and Iyy is, here the formula will be 2 into moment of inertia of flanges plus moment of inertia of wave. There is 2 multiplied with flange because there are two numbers of flange number 1 and flange number 2, and there is only one wave, this one. That's why there is addition of only one wave moment of inertia. Okay, now if unsymmetrical section is given, if there is unsymmetrical section that we have to find moment of inertia of that section, then we have to use conventional method of that moment of inertia estimation calculation. In that, we have to find center of gravity of that composite section by using standard formulas of x bar and y bar. We know that x bar is equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3 divided by capital A, and y is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 divided by capital A. We know that A is summation of all the composite areas. Okay. Capital is nothing but summation of all the composite sections. Then we have to find the centroidal moment of inertia Ig1, Ig2, Ig3. Then we are going to find Ixx1, Ixx2, Ixx3, where the moment of inertia of whole composite section is Ixx. So Ixx can be determined by summation of all the moment of inertia about x-axis of that composite section. So Ixx is equal to Ixx1 plus Ixx2 plus Ixx3. Okay, if there is three members, we can calculate up to 3. Okay. Similarly, where Ixx when 1 is calculated by using parallel access theorem, that is Ig1 plus A1H1, Ixx2 is Ig2 plus A2H square, Ixx3 is equal to Ig3 plus A3H3 square, where distance H1 is distance between G1 and x-axis, which can be determined by modulus of y1 minus y bar. This can be y bar minus y1 or y1 minus y bar. Doesn't matter because we are taking modulus, so this value will be always positive. Okay. Similarly, you can see h2 is equal to y2 minus y bar and h3 is equal to y3 minus y bar. They all are the modulus, that's why we are getting the positive value. Now, similarly, we can find out Iyy of that composite section. So Iyy of that composite section is calculated by Iyy1 plus Iyy2 plus Iyy3. So Iyy1 calculated by same parallel access theorem, Ig1 plus A1H square, Iyy2 Ig2 plus A2H2 square, Iyy3 Ig3 plus A3H3 square. Similarly, H1 is nothing but modulus of x1 minus x bar, h2 is x2 minus x bar, h3 is x3 minus x bar. These are values also are positive. Now we will see one example of symmetrical section. Okay, so this is a simple example of I section which is symmetrical in nature, giving standard uh, dimension. We can read the example. A symmetrical I section of overall depth 300 mm has its flanges 150 mm into 10 mm and wave is 10 mm thick. Find the moment of inertia about its centroidal axis parallel to flanges. Now we are going to draw a I section. In this I section, we are going to use its dimension. We have two flanges, flange 1 and flange 2, and one wave. As per the given data, the thickness of flange or the dimensions of flange here 150 into 10 mm. So this length of flange will be 150 and depth will be 10 mm or thickness will be 10 mm. So 150 into 10. There are two flanges of same size. So above flange will also be of same width 150 into 10 mm. Now they are saying that overall depth of that I section is 300. Means what? From upper layer to bottom layer, the depth is 300 mm. So upper layer to bottom layer, the depth is 300 mm. Now the wave thickness is 10 mm. So this thickness of wave is 10 mm. Now I am going to ask you that what is the length of this wave? Okay, we know that thickness of wave is 10 mm. What is the length of this wave? So length of this wave can be calculated by such as, see, this one is 300, here to here is 300. Okay, if I minus this 10 mm and this 10 mm from the whole length, what will I get? The total length of that wave, that will be 280 mm. That will be 280 mm. Okay, now we will see. Now we will see the next point, given data. So data is given as B is equal to 150 mm, capital B. Capital B is nothing but the total width of that flange. Then D is 300 mm. D is total depth of that rectangular. Okay, we are considering this as a whole rectangular. Okay, whose dimensions are 150 mm by 300 mm. Okay, so 150 mm by 300 mm is the total dimension of this whole rectangular. Okay, consider it is as a whole. Then we are minus or cut out this yellow section. Okay, we are going to cut out this yellow section from this whole rectangular, so we can get this I section in that rectangular. Okay, so B is the width of that rectangular and D is the depth of that rectangular. Now we have to find what is small b and what is small d. So b, small b is nothing but the length of this section from here to here. This total length is called as small b, and this here to here is called as length of small d. Okay, so small b calculated as c from here to here and here to here. The total width is 150. So if I minus this part from the total length, it is 10. We can calculate this total length of that yellow section. Total length or total width of yellow section is 150 minus this 10 minus part. So this total B can be 150 minus 10, which is going to be 140 mm. Okay. Now we are going to see what is small d. Small d is this length. This is the small d, which can be calculated by this total length minus this 10, this 10, and this 10 thickness of that flanges. So we can get 300 minus 10 minus 10, which will be 280. Similar, as we calculated the length of web, okay, that is small d. So we can get B is equal to 150, D is equal to 300, B is equal to 140, and small d is equal to 280. Okay, now to find Ixx and Iyy, we are going to use the standard formula here. As you can see, the standard formulas are given for symmetrical sections. What are the formulas? Ixx is equal to capital BD cube by 12 minus small bd cube by 12, and Iyy is equal to 2 into mi of flanges plus mi of wave. Okay, so we are going to find what is Ixx. So Ixx is nothing but capital BD cube minus small bd cube by 12. So capital BD our values are given. Capital B is 150, small d, capital D is 300, small b is 150, and 150 minus 10. Okay, small b is 150 minus 10, which can be 140. Okay, which can be 140. You can directly write 150 here into what is 280. So 280 cube. Okay, 280 cube. So divided by 12. So you find answer of 8.14 into 10 raised to 7 mm raised to 4. Similarly, we are going to find Iyy. So Iyy's formula is 2 into moment of inertia of flange plus moment of inertia of wave. Okay, so 2 into moment of inertia of flange. Flange is C. This flange is a rectangular section. This flange is a rectangular section of dimensions 10 and 150. This is 150. This length is 150 mm. So it is a rectangular of 150 by 10. We know that standard formula of moment of inertia of rectangular is BD cube by 12. Okay, so we are going to find Iyy. That's why that formula will be dB cube by 12. Okay, so moment of inertia of that flange is D. Okay, so D into B cube, dB cube, dB cube by 12. So what is D? See, D is the depth of that flange. How much? 10 mm. And what is B? B is the width of that flange. How much? 150. So the values will be D of 10 and B of 150 divided by 12. This is the moment of inertia of flange. It is standard formula of that rectangular section. Now we have to find moment of inertia of wave. Okay, moment of inertia of wave. Wave is also a rectangular section. Wave is also a rectangular section. Okay, you can see this is the wave of rectangular. Okay, the thickness of the wave is 10 mm. The thickness of wave is 10 mm, and the length of wave or depth of wave is 280 mm. We find out that 280 mm. Okay, so that rectangular section's moment of inertia of IYY, same formula, dB cube by 12, d into b cube divided by 12. Okay, what is d? D is the depth. So what is depth? 280, and width b is 10 mm. So the formula will be, okay, the values will be 280. Here it is 280 into b cube. What is b is 10 cube. So it is 10 cube divided by 12. The answer will be 5.6483 into 10 raised to 6 mm raised to 4. Okay, so final answer we get 8.14 and 5.64 into 10 raised to 7 mm raised to 4 and 10 raised to 6 mm raised to 4. So these are the final values of Ixx and Iyy. Okay, did you get this correctly? Then if you are having any problem, you can contact